There are a variety of different tablets with a variety of different features to choose from today. The two that I'm going to compare today is the iPad and the Archos 101. The Archos 101 has up to 16 gigabytes of internal memory, as well as the ability to add up to 32 gigabytes with the use of a micro SD card. The Archos also has a 1 GHz single-core central processing unit, as well as a 10.1-inch multi-touch LCD widescreen. The Archos also has a host USB port. So the fact that it has a host USB port means you can actually plug in a flash drive or an external hard drive or your cell phone into it to transfer files to and from it, as well as if you plug your cell phone into it, you charge your cell phone from your Archos' battery, which is really convenient if you, for whatever reason, needed to make a phone call and your phone was dead. You could charge it from your tablet. The Archos also has an HDMI out port, which means you could plug your Archos directly into your television and watch and use it so your Archos screen would appear in your TV. So you can watch YouTube videos or any movies you had downloaded on it, as well as watch TV if you had a Slingbox app on your Archos device. Of course, the Archos does have built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and web camera, and is running Android Photo 2.2 OS, which means you have complete access to the Android app market. Now, in comparison, the iPad 2 does offer a faster central processing unit at 1 GHz dual core, instead of the single core the Archos has. It has more memory, offering up to 64 gigabytes of internal memory, whereas the Archos only offers up to 16 gigabytes. But the Archos does allow you the ability to upgrade that memory by 32 gigabytes with a micro SD card slot, whereas the iPad does not give you that option. The iPad has a slightly smaller screen at 9.7 inches instead of the 10.1 inches the Archos has. The iPad also is a slightly heavier, weighing 601 grams compared to the 480 grams the Archos weighs. So the Archos is about a pound, and the iPad is about a pound and a third. So the iPad is also running iOS, which is the native Apple operating system, which means you'll have complete access to Apple's Apple's app market instead of Android's app market. So that might be user preference if you prefer one over the other. One downside to the Archos 101 is that it does not have 3G available. So if you wanted to have the ability to have 3G on your Archos and not rely on Wi-Fi, then you couldn't do that. So in most areas they're a fairly close comparison. Where they differ dramatically is price points. The 8 gigabyte version of the Archos costs only $269.99, where the 16 gigabyte version goes for $299.99. Almost half the price of even the starting point of the iPad, at $499. The price just goes up from there, depending on how much memory you want, and whether or not you want 3G. The top-of-the-line iPad with 64 gigabytes of internal memory and built-in Wi-Fi costs $829, almost 3 times the cost of the Archos.